Hey guys, it's your girl Deborah. It is fall season and I'm so excited because we can get back to making the things that I like, which is hats, scarves, and gloves and blankets and things like that. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this machine. I'm not for sure if everyone is familiar with this machine, but this machine is a knitting machine. It's the SENTRO, and it is a very cool machine and it helps you make hats. You can make scarves and other things with it as well, but I pretty much make scarves and hats with it. So I decided to come on here and do a tutorial on how this machine works. These are called hooks, and I have a hook of 46 on mine. This is the tension. This is where you lay your yarn. You lay your yarn here, and you can put it in either one of these holes. It depends on how tight you want your tension to be, how tight you want your stitches to be. You put the yarn through here, which I will show you, and it comes up through here, and it feeds down in this area right here. It has a counter on it. This counter helps you keep up with your rows. You just push the button and take it back to 0, and then it helps you keep up with your rows. Over here is this P right here. This little switch right here is for the style of whatever you're making, the style of whatever you're making. Like if you're making something in a round, which is a hat, you would put it on the T. And mine stays on the T because all I pretty much do, like I said, make hat and scarves on this. So mine stay on the T. So if you want it to go all the way around in the round, you want to always keep it on the T. But if you want to, for whatever reason, make panels, that means just one long strip without it being in a tube shape, you put it on the P for panel. This is the wheel that you use. This turns it right here. It turns it to get the hooks going. Your starting point is only one white hook on this machine, and it tells you your starting and your ends. It comes with this little this long needle because you're going to have to cast off. When you cast off, you will need this long needle, so it comes with this long needle. And the machine uses a 4-weight yarn or less. I will leave a link down below where I purchased mine at. So let's get started with this video. Okay, I'm gonna use this 4-weight. It's like a tweeted yarn. I got it at Joann's. So to make an adult hat, you want to go around about 140 to 150 rounds. Now I'm going to change my colors, I think 3 times, and I'm dividing all 3 colors into 145 rounds. So let's get started. So how you do this is you want to drop a little bit of this yarn inside of here. You take your white, want to put it right, even it up with this little slit that's right here. You go under, where you put this inside of here like that, catch it. And then the next one, you're going to go behind it. These pegs come up and down, up and down, up and down, all the way around. So as this one is coming up, I'm going behind it. As this next one's coming up, I'm going back in front of it. This one come back, I go behind it. This one comes, I go behind it. This one right here, I go up under it. Yeah, just go slow enough where you won't miss a stitch. You don't have to go too slow because once you get it, you'll get it. Go around, go under. Go around, go under. You just fanning it in there. Go back, go under, go back, go under, go back, go under. And you just keep going like this until you get all the way around. Okay, until you make it right back here where the white one is. Then you take your yarn and you put it inside of this, but make sure you go all the way in from down here on this end. It's a little open and make sure you hit all of that. So take this and go in. Okay, go into here and pull it tight. These, you can pick which one you want to put in, but I always put mine in the second one. It seems to make the perfect tension for my hats. And then you want to go slow for the first 5 rounds. And the first 5 rounds will let you know if you're on track. And if you look at these little lines right here, this tells you, if you can see it kind of going around fairly even, you don't see no skips, nothing that's going off, then you know you're pretty much on track. So I'm gonna go around slow for the first 4 to 5 rounds. And then as you get everything hooked on, then you can move a little bit faster. Okay, so we're getting ready to cast on our next color. It's very, very easy to cast on the next color. And when you're looking for the white hook, sometimes you can't see it. But if you follow your first string, remember we cast on with that first string. So you should be able to keep up with it from there. So to cast on, you want to pass the white just a little bit. Take the next color. Take the scissors first and cut this off. You take it out and you drop it down. You take the next color, it's just this easy. You take the next color, drop it in, pull it down here, go on and put it into your little loop, and then you hold it because you want this hook to catch it. You can hold both of them and let this hook catch it. And then you let it go for a couple of times to make sure it's still on the right track. And before it goes too far, I'm going to put a knot in this. Not a hard knot, just a real soft one twist knot. You just want to make sure it holds it in place. Just like that, and let it lay down in there, and that's it. And then you go on with your next color. Okay, I'm coming up on the end of this brown. So I'm going to cast off this, past this white one, put it about right there. And remember, all of your string is going to give you your indication that you're coming up on the end of that round. So I'm going to cut the brown. I'm going to put it, take it out of here, and just drop it down inside of there. Then I'm going to cast back on my white. This is a tweed, but I keep calling it a white, but you know what I mean. Cast back on the white, put it in the bottom, the second one bottom, and then hold both of them. Hold the both of them, and then I will turn it a little bit to make sure it's catching right. Then you tie a small knot in it, an easy knot. And I'm going to do this every 10 rounds. No, I'm going to do this every 20 rounds. So every 20 rounds, I will go around and I will cast on the next color, and I will be back once I get finished with doing the pattern, and I'll show you how to cast off. Okay, you guys, when this starts to drag, don't let it drag, especially if you got white on the bottom. Take it and roll it. Flip it in and kind of roll it on top of itself and just let it sit on the top of the other things. And then continue on rolling. It'll sit there and get a little bit bigger. We have gotten to number 145 on this hat, and it's done. So what we're going to do is take it out of this right here. You can cut this string. Leave a little bit of a string because this is what's going to pull the top of the hats together. The space on the hats, the top of it and the middle part of it together. So we're going to leave it a little long. Cut it. You're done with the rest of that. You want to take it and hold it up. And we're going to cast off. Get this all cast off of here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around with this not being in this. We're just going to hold it up around the white thing loosely and let it go around without it being cast. So let's go around. So I'm going to stop before I get to that white pig. About right there. I should have stopped a little bit further out. I should have stopped on this one, but this one is fine as long as it holds it on there. Okay, and then what you want to do is take the ends of your string and thread it in this long needle. Thread it down in this long needle. And then we are going to cast this off. It's really easy. You're going to stick your needle in the middle of the two little pegs and pick it up. Now, I recommend you holding the one next to it just so it won't pop it off before you get to it. Go up under the next one, put your finger on this one. After so long, you'll be able to pick up several of them at a time. But when you first start out, you're not going to be able to pick up that many. And you don't want it to get a slip stitch. You don't want to slip a stitch at the very end. So be mindful how you're doing these. If you need to take them one by one, please do take them one by one. If that's what you need to do. Because you don't want to lose a stitch at the very end of the project. After you get so many of them done, you can start picking them up more than one at a time. Okay, now right here is where we left the stitches down. So you just need to pull this up and then turn your thing a little bit to loosen those stitches. Loosen those stitches up, and then you can go on and get these out. But you just wanted to do that so you can hold those stitches on there without them slipping on their own. Okay, this whole thing is off. Okay, since we got it off, we turned it on the wrong side. We turn it on the wrong side because you got to tie in all of your loose ends from adding all the different colors. So straighten it up as much as you can. You can pull it to make your stitches relax. Pull it a little bit, make your stitches relax, and then go back and grab them. Grab each one, tie a knot in it. If you need to put 2 knots in it, then that's fine as well. You just want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be so tight that it warps your stitch. And when you turn it on the right side, you can tell where you knotted them off. You want them to be tight, but not that tight. So gently tie them off. Then you come back through and you cut them. You don't have to cut these short because this is the inside of the hat that's going to be in between the two layers. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you will as I finish making the hat. You will understand where these ends will be. Cut them off right there and continue on, tying them in a knot and cutting them down. After it's on the right side, put your hand in the mouth of the hat and go down and grab the string and the other mouth of the side of the hat and pull it up. Okay, pull it up and just lay it in the middle. You're just doubling it. It should be sticking out just like that. Take the mouth of this string right here and let's close this inside mouth up. Let's close it. As you're closing it, remember to keep pulling it out. You don't want it to roll up in on itself. Keep rolling it out and pulling it tight. Pull tight, but do not tear your string. If you tear the string, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. Okay, now lay that down. You're done with that string. You're going to pick up the next string. While that's laying in there, you'll roll the top one out. And you'll start pulling it tight. Unrolling it, making sure it rolls out right, and pull. Make sure it rolls out right and pull. You want it to be a very tight hole. Then you take this one, which is that one, and we're going to pull them together. I'm going to put a knot in this top part. You can put several knots in there or one knot. And that's going to make that really, really tight and snug. Then you take the needle and you thread your needle and you go into the middle, but go in between the two layers. Remember, it's two layers in here. Go in between the layer. So stick it in there, go all the way down in between the layers. I'll take it as far as down as I can, which I'm going to take it to this end of this white. And then I stick it back out the white and pull it all the way through. We're just going to do that. But then I take the top and I stretch it. As much as I can get in the inside of there, that's what I want in there. And what don't go, I just cut it off. And it will fall into the middle of there. You'll never know it's there. Then play with your hat, straighten it out. And that's your hat. You can roll it. And one thing about this hat, you can wear this hat in several different ways. You have this way you can wear it. You can turn it on this side. And you can wear it like this. Or you can just wear it flat and show both the colors. It just depends on how you want to wear it and how you want to style it. You can make that short so both colors can show on it if you would like both colors to show. And that is your hat. I'm a red person, so I like the red to show. If you have any questions or anything, drop them down below. I hope this tutorial really showed you how easy it is to work the knitting machine. So if you was thinking about going to get one, I hope I helped you and inspired you to go out and purchase one. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.